They're talking basketball. They're fucking dumb as shit. They talk about basketball, but they will make dumb ass jokes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pod Don't Lie with Sam and Stav. A dark day in the NBA as the most exciting win streak that has gripped the association since, I don't know, the Miami Heat were going for 30 in a row, whatever the fuck it is. Where the Warriors were trying to get, the streaks they were on. I think we can all agree that the win streak that was snapped yesterday, it rivaled all of those in terms of pure excitement and the way that the people, the absolute joy that was smothered yesterday by the Phoenix Suns.
Brother, the Knicks fought for 9 games straight, and we won them all, brother. It was a matter of time before the fatigue set in.
A minute in, you've gone into Macho Man mode.
And we needed
a minute into the fucking podcast.
We needed to rest for the playoffs, which we now are going to get a decent seed in. There was a fight where we're going to be in the play-in game.
Oh,
now
so
the
you,
Knicks
so
are
you
clearly
think you think
a top 4 team in the East.
You think by playing a game down to the wire that was decided in the last 30 seconds and trying hard and playing all our best players a lot of minutes, that was them resting for the playoffs.
We were resting. We realized that it wasn't an important game. And not only that, Paul hit a fluky shot. That was a pretty fluky, annoying shot that he hit on the King.
Yeah. Well, let me just look, and let's just see. So let's see here. So RJ Barrett played 45 minutes, and you would say that he was being rested.
Well, look, he normally plays 46, 47 these days.
Out of a possible 48. So Tibbs gave him an extra 32-second blow is what you're saying?
He looked tired. I mean, look, this is the one critique of Tibbs is that he will run these dudes hard. Bullock looked great. I'm loving Bullock. When is Burks
Bullock
back?
did look great. I don't know. That's a good question.
Weird, but Rose looked great. My only concern is when Rose is really dominating the ball like that, as good as those numbers are, that's not really our recipe for winning.
Well, you could tell there was certainly a point in the fourth quarter that it felt like he was even looking like Julius. Like Julius came back in the game. Because look, the Knicks second unit is actually awesome. That's actually my favorite time when they play is like, I mean, look, it's cool to see Julius, but I love the 9 minutes when it's like Obi, Quickly, Rose, Taj Gibson, and I don't know who the fifth guy is on that.
You mocked me for praising Taj Gibson I need.
First of all,
Taj rules, dude. Taj fucking rules.
We're all in this together, okay? I don't need you at the side. I don't need at the sight of a first loss for you to go back to your old rub it in ways, okay?
I rub it in hard, dude. I rub it in like lotion on my arm.
You want to talk about rubbing it in? I think what's going on. You want to know what really happened here, Sam? And you're not going to like this. You know whose fault it is that the Knicks lost? Yeah. It's your fault. Because what you were saying, that Chris Paul is cooler than Carmelo Anthony, and the basketball gods heard that. They heard that, and they said, "Oh, is he really? Well, then guess what? He's gonna hit a jumper that falls out of his hand." That was the fucking most annoying. The 3-point, I'll give him the 3-pointer. The 3-pointer that Ice did,
was fucking nasty.
That was a fucking ice in your veins. We absolutely needed a stop. I think it was a 4-point game, and if the Knicks had gotten a stop, they get a quick score. Then you play the fouling game the last 20 seconds.
That's how hard we fight, though, is that this is a great team we're up against, and we are in every game now. I was watching with our boy John Laster, and friend of the podcast.
Of course.
Laster really he's great at analyzing hoops. He really played. He knows a lot about it. And he was like, I'll say this about the Knicks, dude. They're never out of any game anymore. They're really not. He's like, they will fight any team.
Well, that's true. And that's what I was going to say is that so you're talking about Rose and the point I was trying to make with I love seeing Rose, and I love that second unit because it's just fun because it's like you root for Obi, you have old ass Taj Gibson with his fucking safety goggles on. Just wearing his 67 because he went to PS 67 in Brooklyn. So it's like so like I like that because it's like you got the young guys and the vets that you like have a relationship with. It's a really fun second, and it's like really good.
And
I feel like
Obi is looking a little better. He's looking a little like he's fitting a little more.
Some signs of life. Still, man, his posture is fucking hysterical.
And this is coming from a fucking 6'3", 185-pound Jew. So let's be real. My posture ain't great either.
On some level, it's perfect because they found the one guy who can dunk that has the same posture as an old Jewish couple on the Upper West Side. You know what I mean? It's like his shoulders are as tight as the guy that makes the best locks in the city. That's what I'm saying. It's like you will see it looks like he's been stooped over slicing pastrami very thin for hours at a time.
Obi Toppin has the posture of Wallace Shawn.
Yeah.
But then somehow he throws down a windmill and you're like, that was fucking weird.
It's crazy. Right. It's weird. I literally just want the guy to get like a deep tissue massage every day. It feels OBC. It seems like he needs to like. I don't know if chiropractors are real. I still the jury is out. I'm not exactly sure.
I'm not sold on it.
But every once in a while, you see one of those videos where some guy just like viciously cracks a woman's neck. And she was stooped over and she gets up and does a backflip. You know, those videos where it's like, they're like these weird, where they'll take their ankle and just like twist it in a way and it goes, and you're like, oh my God, he just snapped it. And then it's like some guy is cured of like, you know, whatever ailment he had. I feel like Obi Toppin needs to go to one of those guys and they need to just take a sledgehammer to his fucking spine.
And he becomes Amari. That's all
it's like, that's all we need. We need like a TikTok. We need a TikTok chiropractor to go to town on fucking Obi Toppin, and he's going to become the most fucking dominant.
By the way, that's how you know they're not a real doctor. Follow me on TikTok. Yeah. Maybe this isn't the best doctor. Dude, they think everything is spinal. That's the problem. Like sometimes you have a fucking muscle injury and they're like, let me just crack your spine. It's not all the spine.
And normally I'm with you, but I feel like with Obi, he just needs to get his shit cracked. He needs to get his back cracked. But anyway,
it used to be like what medical school they went to, but chiropractors are like, I have 12 million likes on TikTok. And like, all right, let me try. So the point I was trying to make was, in that game, it did feel there's a couple times where D Rose was looking off Julius. And, you know, you want to say, like, get Julius the ball. But at the same time, the Knicks, if not for that insane – first of all, there's two possessions where one time they D'd up. I think it was Reggie. I don't remember who exactly it was. I think it was Reggie that D'd up Chris Paul unbelievably, and he just hit it. Nothing you can do there. The second Reggie has been a great defender. Like he's been a pleasant surprise this year.
No, he's great.
Talked about him. We need to retain Nerlens and Reggie. That's really first on the fucking agenda. Retain those motherfuckers.
Reggie for sure. Nerlens, I wonder if like he has played his way into a contract somewhere, because you got to remember Nerlens is like, you know, top pick, like real pedigree, turned down all that money in Dallas. I think he, you know,
I got a crazy idea for you then.
Pay
can
him?
We what's the fucking value on what can we get from Mitchell? And we start Nerlens. Nerlens is that good, dude.
Wow.
I mean, look, I'm not saying for sure.
He's turning on Mitch.
I love Mitch, but he has the same thing that worries me in Porzingis. Can he stay on the court? Like he has got a weird frame for that athleticism, and that worries me a little.
The thing with Mitch that's interesting too is that like he was a second round pick, and so he's a restricted free agent. Or I think the Knicks have the opportunity to either re-sign him at a really, really low contract for 1 year, which if you do that, he's unrestricted the next year and he'll just leave. Or you get the chance to like fucking really pay him. And it's like, it's an interesting, I mean, if you think Nerlens Noel I
don't know. He has been incredible though. Like he has literally won us multiple games with
defensively he's been out of fucking control.
That's true. A fucking anchor.
That's true. And
that Pascal block was just disrespectful.
Sometimes I wonder if these guys, if the vibes are good enough where everybody will just take like, not a pay cut necessarily, but not the most they could possibly make. Right. And just like everyone comes back, we keep the ensemble rolling, and then you hope you can add an extra star that just forces their way out, or like
the vibes are good.
Like,
the
listen,
vibes are really good.
We are literally getting to the point where it's like, if everyone just kind of comes back on fair deals, and you can also fill out the bench with like maybe younger guys, because let's be honest, Taj Gibson and Derrick Rose are not the solution for a Randall and RJ like future, right? Like, let's be honest, those guys, they're great
But
right
Rose
now.
is off the bench, dude. I mean,
How old is Rose though, bro? You know what I
31.
mean?
He just seems old because he's
I
been
guess that's
fucking
true
around
because
for.
he's been in the league since he was 19. You're right. He's only 32. I mean, okay, whatever. The point is, like, you know, is it Alfred Payton? It's like whatever. You fill out the
No.
bench.
I don't see Alfred in the future. Alfred just has no offense, whereas Derrick Rose can create for others. He is a good scorer. Derrick Rose makes sense to me. Whereas,
Sure, and you're right. He's only 31. I guess my point is, like, we're at the point with the Knicks where if you get Nerlens and Mitch or whatever on like fair deals, and then you're like, look, realistically, the guys who are getting DNPs right now, as much as I love Frankie, and as much as you love Knox, maybe those are
the babyface killer.
Yeah. Jared Harper, who's not really getting any minutes
Love
either.
J Train, dude. J Train Harper, that kid rules, man. He's like
anyway,
5'9", and he's got all the heart in the world.
Yeah, he is cute. He's 5'10".
He's got the lion energy.
Yeah, weren't you talking
Baby
about him?
Simba.
That was actually that's we gotta hunt. We gotta find all our predictions.
How long have I been talking about Jared Harper?
You've been talking about Jared Harper for quite some time, and he does not really get in the game much. But anyway,
he's kind of cocky too, which I like. He's like, I think he calls himself Vino or something. He's trying to take Kobe's later name, which is very weird.
Was Kobe tried to give himself Vino?
Yeah, after Mamba, when Kobe was getting older, he tried to name himself Vino because I'm aging like
fine wine. Yeah. Which
Mamba was
not
so cool though.
Let's be honest, Kobe, you were not exactly aging like wine. You had that one last game that was awesome, but it was like 60 points on 85 shots or whatever it was. But it was all listen. Kobe's last game was one of the best games. It's like the
best exit of all time.
I was literally tearing up.
Unless it would have been Jordan with that game winner, but he came back. So you got to give it to Kobe
for sure. Anyway. I guess if the Knicks can just kind of round out this bench and you feel like this team is good enough, like it has the makings of it, and we just need a guy that can like shoot a little bit and create a little more offense, then I hate to say this, we're literally in trade some first round picks territory. We're literally in fuck it, let's do it.
Luckily we have extra first round picks.
We have extra first round picks.
And we also have a good young core. That's when you do that shit. I mean, we have RJ, we have obviously Julius quickly, dude. I mean, imagine if we got Van Vliet. I know I keep saying that. How fucking money would we be with?
You're going to
Fred
have
Van
to
Vliet
retire
right
that talking point soon.
All right, this is the last time. Van Vliet!
Freddie. So anyway, but yeah, Chris Paul. Fuck Chris Paul. He hit those stupid shots.
I wanted him on the Knicks, and you see why. He's fucking incredible. He's still incredible.
He hit those. Oh my, yeah. He hit those weird. I love how I was like, you have to retire the Fred Van Vliet talking point. And you're like, what if we had Chris Paul? You can't just switch. You can't just switch veteran. You can't just switch veteran point guard point.
That's how my mind works. Is like I was the type of kid that would like force trade onto the Knicks. So I've trained my mind to be like, we should have all of these people.
Yeah.
And
you're
Paul,
you're definitely the kid who just like you go out and you turn off like CPU controls trade. Like a CPU had no option to fucking. You were like a little lord. You were like a king getting prima nocta on every other team's roster.
Quentin Richardson for Tracy McGrady straight up. Yeah, I think that works for the Knicks. Eddie Curry for Yao. Ooh.
And also, let me say, fuck Cam Johnson too for misses every shot he takes until the fourth quarter, where he goes 3 for 3 from 3.
He's a good shooter, though. I mean,
and then that last shot, that shot Chris Paul shot that like when the Knicks were playing great defense over Julius, I think was so stupid. It bobbled out of his fucking hands. But what are you gonna do?
No, that was a prayer. Like, I'm sorry, that was a lucky shot. Chris Paul's an incredible player. That was a lucky fucking shot.
Yep.
That was some bullshit. And you take that shot 20 more times, you may hit it once or twice.
The Suns needed that. They just lost to the Nets. They lost another game before that on their East Coast trip. So they kind of needed it. And the Knicks were, like you said, running out of steam. But boy, can you imagine how hard the Knicks would have been if they win that one and we're going to the Chicago game. And by the way, I know we declared
The Knicks will still be hard.
The Knicks will still be hard, but they won't be coming out of our jeans. They won't be busting the seams on our Levi's. I'll put it that way. But they'll be comfortably hard.
They're popping though. You see,
They're,
you look at them and you're like, they're there.
They're knocking on the door of the zipper, but they're not. You know, the button isn't flying off into the other side of MSG. You know, that's
fair.
You have to admit the Knicks would have been a little harder if this was good. We were going for number 11 in a row. You have to.
If we were walking in to that vibe, yeah, dude. That would have been insane. I'm still fired up though. I mean,
I'm still fired up.
We got the Bulls and we got the Rockets next. Those are two very winnable games. Let's get those.
And we need to win those because the schedule coming up is not looking too good. We're going on a nice little fucking West Coast trip. It's honestly maybe one of the hardest stretches of the Knicks whole season. But
the hope is that people are resting some of their players because they are good teams. So maybe we walk.
Yeah, but you look at the fucking standings, and you know I don't see why they would do that. That's the thing. That's the one thing. It's like everyone is fighting for something. The Suns are still looking for. The Suns are still, you know, the Jazz lost to the fucking Timberwolves. Hilarious. The Timberwolves fucked themselves.
On a D'Angelo Russell layup. That was just
horrible.
The defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, with a complete collapse, which is why I take Nerlens over Gobert every day of the week.
Straight up, if the Jazz offered us,
we're talking Gobert, the contracts. I'd really take
your
Nerlens.
Fucking face.
You want to pay Rudy Gobert $205 million?
No, I'm agreeing with you. I laugh in the fucking Utah Jazz.
That's how defensive I am. I got worked up.
Yeah. I say
because Nerlens gets me hard, dude.
That's right, brother. I would say to him, "How about you take this fucking baguette and stick it straight up your ass cheeks?" Okay, because we're keeping Nerlens Noel. Sit on it. Put the entire Eiffel Tower up your ass if you think I'm taking $200 fucking million for a guy that can't.
This just evolved into hate speech. I'm like, stop me, slow down. This is good.
Fuck France. They're anti-Muslim. They pass racist laws, and fuck your xenophobic country and your fucking your super sensitive 7-3 center that in the playoffs will not be able to even stay on the fucking court. Suck our dicks.
I worry for the Jazz a little bit. I don't look, they're a very good team, but I worry for them a little bit. They have almost, remember that Hawks team that won 60 games that your boy Budenholzer coached?
Of course.
They have that energy to me.
Yeah, I think they're better than that team though.
They're obviously better, but they have that energy.
Well, in that you don't believe that, you just don't. You don't fully believe it.
They're a great regular season team. They're a better team than that Hawks team. Donovan Mitchell is better than any player those guys had. And I could argue that maybe Rudy is too. But I mean,
yeah, he is regular season wise. But I think what you're feeling is a combination of who their most important player is Rudy Gobert, right? His effectiveness wanes in the fucking playoffs because teams have been able to and look, he's not as bad as people say, but yeah, they try and play him out in space. But it's not even that. It's not even the schematic shit. It's the actual matchups, because who do they have to beat? They have to beat a bunch of guys that give him fucking problems. Jokic will now they have now that Murray's not out, it might not be as big an issue, but
Porter's looking good now. This might unleash Michael Porter Jr., dude.
I wish that was the case. And
do you? Are they still your team?
I just like them, but I don't see. I watched the Grizzlies Nuggets game last night, and
listen, look at his last 3 games: 31, 39, and 25 from Michael Porter Jr.
I'm not saying it's. Obviously this is good for Michael Porter Jr. and he is fucking good. And I will say I was on the trade MPJ train, trade him for Bradley Beal, just fuck it, just go in right now, because I was a little worried about his injuries and also his possible username on a QAnon message board. That was 2 things about MAGA
and a
Porter.
Bad back.
Yeah, and a bad. That's what.
Back when you're young is fucking weird.
But clearly he is I think they were, because it was pretty clear that to the Nuggets he was as untouchable as possible in any fucking trade talks. And I think it's clear that that makes sense, because also he's not even looking as bad on defense either. He's a huge guy. He's very athletic. Even if that's not his fucking skill, he's not getting blown by. As a rookie, it was hysterical. He was just getting blown by.
You know what makes me watch Oh, you know what makes me like Kevin Knox less is the people tweeting at me that draft order, how he took him over Mikal Bridges, who's fucking great,
Oh my
over
God.
Michael Porter Jr., over Miles Bridges. It's like
Bridge,
fuck.
any of the Bridges brother, like you can listen. MPJ had it was like the back thing, and I think you could argue that MPJ in the Knicks dysfunction, like who knows if they would have even tried to play him. Like I didn't want that guy. I was like, we will fuck up a project, a guy that needs to be handled tenderly.
Now we won, but at the time we drafted
at the time
him,
for sure.
Yeah.
But the Bridges, either one of the Bridges brothers, I thought we should have fucking took for sure.
Yeah.
But
it was a safer pick.
Yeah. For sure. It's like you know, everyone, we literally got the one Kentucky player that did not hit. Like every Kentucky player.
Yeah.
But I listen, I think the Nuggets are fun, and yeah, he was coming alive in that game. He was really good. But it's the kind of thing where I'm just talking about you know, we're the kings of tangents, but the Jazz stuff, that's what I'm saying is like it's a little bit of Gobert is you know, their best player is not as effective in the playoffs, and the matchups don't favor him because you have better players at his position, Jokic and Anthony Davis. You know, Davis actually looked kind of good. The first game back didn't look so good. His second game back, he did look good. He just had a pretty nice performance, and the Lakers won. But so that's part of it, and also the other part of it is just like no one is really proven. I think the thing that makes them better than the Hawks is that you have a guy that potentially could be that fucking alpha, right? Like we are still thinking Donovan Mitchell is, you know, I haven't ruled that out. I haven't ruled that out. But I'm talking about like that Hawks team was pure ensemble. And it's like the Jazz have a little bit of that. I think most of their, you know, the rest of the guys it's ensemble. They've been together a long time. Even the guy that left, it's like, you know, you get your backup center back with what's his name that I said was going to be good and he's been good, that you didn't believe in. Anyway, whatever. Listen, fuck you guys. Look it up on the Jazz. Who's the fucking backup center?
Oh,
He's playing for the Pelicans and he went back.
He used to play for the Jazz too, right?
Yeah. Favors. So anyway, but I think you can say that, like, you know, they just, you know, it's smart. That's the other thing, that sometimes the thing you don't trust of regular season teams is teams that do very good and their coaching is a little bit of a gimmick to, like, it's like the math stuff, right? Like people never really trusted those Rockets teams. And then what happened? The one time they needed to fucking win, what happened? Everyone's like, oh, you'll have an off shooting night every once in a while. That Rockets team, their off shooting night came at the absolute worst time of all possibilities, you know?
And they didn't have Chris Paul though.
Sure. But still, I mean, it's like
their second best player. That's what
absolutely.
I will say this.
And the Jazz are kind of like that, where it's like, it's all about 3-pointers, right? And I don't know, sometimes you worry about that with a center that's not as good in the playoffs and a potential alpha dog who's still, as of yet, unproven in coming out of the, you know, in the playoffs. As good as he performed last year, they didn't move forward.
I was talking to John Laster last night, and he's king of hot takes, and his takes are good. But what he said was that Steph is the ultimate regular season player, and that's why he's never won a Finals MVP, because he's like, you can't figure him out game to game if it's different teams, but if you can figure him out at a certain point, which I don't even know if I agree with, but I kind of like it as a hot take. It pains me to ever defend Steph, especially as you know what I mean. But it's like, especially how he's playing right now. You got to. It's insane.
It's like it's not. I think that it's not that he's the ultimate regular season player. I think it's that he is the kind of like superstar that, like, it's just like his body type and his, like, the position he plays. It's like he is a little limited in the way that, like, you know, by his teammates in the way, but you see him now where it's like, I mean, the way he's been playing now is just fucking insanity. He's taking that. I mean, he's like
Draymond just throwing out 19 assists to him.
Yeah, and it's like, and
it's fun to watch.
I think his shooting makes him valuable forever in any circumstance, including the playoffs. So it's hard for me to agree with that. It pains me to.
Could he play to 40? You think?
For sure, I think definitely, especially if you want less and less from him. It's like, why not? If he was a little bigger, I'd feel better about it. Like Clay, I think, can play for eternity. Like Clay will be useful no matter what.
Hopefully he comes back healthy.
Yeah, hopefully he's not entering like, because I'm thinking he can play like an old man style. Like fucking Kyle Korver played until 3 months ago. You know what I mean? It's like Clay will be able to play till he's 40 for sure because he's a big guy and even with injuries and shit, it's like he'll be more mobile than fucking Kyle Korver was at 34, even with a blown out knee.
Korver was never the type of defender.
Not even close. Yeah, for sure. But I think Steph absolutely can still, again, just off anyone who is that good at shooting will have a place in the league, you know, for eternity. And I hate to say this, but I think shooting as a liability makes you more of a regular season player. And, you know, my guy is kind of going through right now. Giannis, you could almost say that about, you know, although defense and stuff translates in theory, but I don't know, man. The Bucks dropped one to the Hawks. They really could have made up some over the weekend. They could have made up some fucking because they beat the Sixers twice because Embiid was out and Simmons was out and they played hard. But you can't lose to the fucking Hawks when you can come up the standings, because now it looks like the Sixers are probably gonna be the number 1 seed because they have a really easy schedule. And the Nets are still fucking hurt. But the Bucks had a chance, dude. The Bucks had a chance to fucking grab that number 1 seed by beating the Sixers, and then they dropped that. You can't lose to the Hawks, and they fucked the Knicks too, because if they had beaten the Hawks fall in the fucking standings. So right now the Knicks and the Hawks are still tied. Let's look at the Knicks next few games, this West Coast road trip. It's
gonna be tough, man.
So
you got to admit, we are not, for any team in the league, I don't care, like they're obviously better teams, we're not an easy game.
No, certainly. And yes, the takeaway from the Suns game is like, that's the number 2 seed in the West. That's a team that's been hot as fuck this whole time. And the Knicks played them close. And we played the Nets close. We play good teams fucking close, dude.
The Sixers,
yeah.
You know, it really is. The Knicks are fucking Rocky Balboa, man. Like they might not win, but they're going 15 motherfucking rounds.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll fight you. We'll fucking fight you.
There have not been that many. There's not been that many blowouts.
No, we fucking, and it really, I got some shit with the little video, the Howard Beck video, the Julius over Melo. Julius makes people better. Julius brings out the best in you. He is like Mary in Something About Mary. Everyone wants him. Everyone wants to be a part of his life.
Right now, can I tell you what you are? You're a lunatic with cum on his ears, as far as I'm concerned. That's who I'm looking at. You're a guy with his dick zipped you're Ben Stiller with your dick zipped, your ball zipped over your dick, and you've got jizz
and Ben
on your
Stiller
ear.
gets the girl in the end. He gets the girl in the end. And that's why Julius is getting locked up. Give him the bag, brother.
Just Melo was so good. And listen, there's like, at a certain point, it's just about what's cooler.
But it was ISO ball, dude.
He was so good
Same
at
with
offense.
JR.
I loved Melo was cool. Melo was cool as shit. Now you tell me, Julius, look, I'm sorry, Julius in those powder blue shiny ass Denver Nuggets jerseys would not look as cool as young Melo. All right.
Okay. You value cool.
I value cool.
I value making everyone.
I value dunking.
Culture,
I value getting
culture.
Pussy. You value bounce passes, setting picks.
I value a good father.
Monogamy. Not me, bro.
I value a man who is great to his wife, who blows little kisses to young Julius. That's not his name, but that's what we'll call him for the sake of this.
You know what?
Let me tell you something.
I value getting pussy on a boat on your wife's birthday and claiming you were at a business meeting. That's what I value.
If he made it to the Eastern Conference Finals while doing that, I would support his lifestyle choices. But he did not. He was outed in an ugly manner by the Indiana Pacers, one of my least favorite franchises of all time.
That was brutal.
You can't fucking lose to the Pacers.
I was rooting for that Pacers team pushed the Heat though. That, you know what I mean? Like I was rooting. It felt like we were finally going to get Melo versus LeBron in the playoffs. That was going to be awesome.
And Tyson Chandler did bend over that series to Roy Hibbert. I hate to say it,
which is tough.
And I love Tyson, dude. I fucking loved him. Defensive Player of the Year for the Knicks. That guy played with so much.
Another sexy guy, another hot guy right there.
He's a handsome man.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
John
look,
Collins
that team was cool.
Has taken his mantle as far as guys I want to kiss from.
You would
centers.
kiss. So you like a little beard action.
I
Too.
that's the thing about Tyson. He's very his looks are versatile. Like he was rocking the super. I mean, he might still be just super bald with a long ass beard. Looks great there, but he shaves his beard. Incredible bone structure.
He really does. He's nice.
Just a very handsome guy overall. Could be a model as far as I'm concerned. Honestly, pains me to say this for my boy John, my current crush in the league, but I'm more handsome than John. But his day is done, and John,
let's just say that Tyson, John, and Kelly Oubre are three of the best looking guys in basketball last 20 years.
You got Oubre. You can keep Oubre. I'm not an Oubre
Tsunami
guy.
Papi.
Yeah, I don't want Tsunami Papi.
But admit that he's got Vinny Chase looks.
I'm not a Vinny. I was never a Vinny Chase guy. What do you want from me?
But Vinny fucking Aquaman, dude. That's the energy that Kelly Oubre is putting out there. He's got a little tiny friend who's like making choices for him. He's like, we got you an auto insurance commercial, and he's like, pass.
Yeah.
That's the energy Kelly Oubre has.
I'm not excited. I'm not attracted to that. What can I say? I just need a more raw sexual appeal. Dude, by the way, I was in Baltimore. I was visiting my family. The whole family's vaxxed up. It was really nice to be able to see my mom. Got to hang out, got to watch MasterChef Greece with my mom and my grandma in they got this little like woman cave set up where I got them two like lazy boys, and they literally made like a little, my grandma's getting old as shit, so she doesn't even go to the kitchen. The kitchen's on the basement and their rooms are upstairs. So like my grandma doesn't ever go downstairs anymore. So they basically have like a college dorm set up where they just have they both have rooms on the top floor now. And they have like a fucking like common area with like two lazy boys and like a big ass TV and a mini fridge and like a hot plate. And they're just fucking chilling all the time. It's awesome. It was so fun hanging out with them over there. But anyway, and then I went to see my brother, and he had this fucking his dumbass, just these idiot Greeks that are hanging out at our house. And it's like our friend who's so stupid. He's made a ton of money. Like he's 32 years old, or he's 30 years old, has never had like a fucking credit card. He gets paid under the table in cash to paint houses with his dad. He's a 30-year-old man with no credit history whatsoever. It's like he doesn't exist.
Off the grid, baby.
He's totally off the grid. And his girlfriend is in Greece. He just saves up like $10,000 and then instantly just goes to Greece on vacation for like 3 months and comes back to zero. He still lives with his parents.
What a life.
It's a hilarious life. But we were watching basketball, and I think it was a Warriors game was on. I don't remember which game we were watching. And he was like, "Oh, Kelly Oubre." He was like, "Oh, that's the guy that fucked Dwight Howard." And I was like, "What?"
No.
I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah." He was like, "That's why I got." I mean, no, but it's like he was like, "That's why I got kicked off the Wizards." And then I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then he called some other Greek guy who also lives with his parents, and he was like, "Hey, what's the guy's name that fucked Dwight Howard?" And the guy goes, "Kelly Oubre." Like it was like,
wow.
This is completely. This is the word on the streets of Greek. I'm doing word on the street this time.
Word on the street. I like it. And you know what I like about it? They both. Like Dwight is really taking care of his body. If that's what Kelly's into, I love it. I love it for him.
Well, it didn't end well because it was like, because they both played on the Wizards. That's why they knew it. He was a DC Greek guy. So it was like, so he was like a Wizards fan, and it was like apparently amongst Greek people that was
they both got pushed out like it's a Sopranos, man.
Yeah,
this
dude. They gave him the veto treatment for finding love on a basketball team. So that's a little rare. That's a little word on the street Greektown edition, everyone.
I love it. I think we need more. I like rumors. I think that's what this podcast is all about, is unsubstantiated rumors. Now,
I hope we got a big bounce from people that heard us on the crossover with Howard Beck, a decorated NBA journalist. And they're like, I'm going to give the podcast a shot. And we're like, yeah, so apparently Kelly Oubre got his dick sucked by Dwight Howard.
Oh, there's no way that Dwight was doing the sucking. He's too big. He can't bend over at the waist.
I think a big guy can suck dick. Come on, there's 7-footers that want to suck some cock.
You know what? Maybe you're right. Here, as long as we're talking about our fuck up friends, one of my friends I grew up with, Adam, who was literally like number 2 in the country as a child, as a chess prodigy, is now he's now a degenerate gambler, and the type of gambler that will like I got a gig at a casino. He's just there. I'm like, oh, Adam, what's up? He doesn't. I'm like, I didn't know you were. So I got to read you these texts he sent me because he's now all in on the Knicks just through gambling. So this is on Thursday. He sent, glad I stopped fading the Knicks. They're looking unstoppable. Then the next text, they're 200 to 1 to win. I'll think about making a small wager on that. Then yesterday, I know you hate comic shit.
200 to 1. Sam, we need to put $100 on that, and then we're 200. We make $200,000 if they win the championship.
I might do it. He goes, I know you hate comic shit and sucks. Knicks lost, but as a Jew, what do you think? What do you find more incredible, that the Knicks covered 15 games straight or the miracle of Hanukkah? All right, tough L. Well done, Adam. Then Adam, I can tell it's like 2 a.m. He's a little drunk. I can tell he wrote, hate to bitch jokes, but just came to mind. Maybe I could snort the vaccine and I would trust it more. I'm like, all right, these are going downhill.
I love it. I love our fucking degenerate friends.
Adam really has become a Knicks fan through gambling. It's like when you start covering spreads, you're getting gambling fans too.
Of course. I think the Knicks, dude, honestly, listen, if you were a gambler, you could have taken your lunacy and made a lot of money off it, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you made if you had placed a bet, like, who knows?
Over the last 20 years, I would not have fared well.
That's true.
Though.
Just this year. You're right. Yes, absolutely. Landry Fields.
Although I have a
Landry
feeling,
Fields for Rookie of the
yesterday.
Year would not have done it, which you would have placed.
He was a great rookie, though.
Actually, you're right. He was good. He was. He actually make? Didn't he make like second team or something like that?
He was great. He was an overachiever. He was great. I loved Landry, and he was just a good intangibles guy. He was like a right place, right time guy.
Yeah.
But it's funny. I was telling my friend yesterday, he was like, what do you think about tonight? I was like, I got a bad feeling just because they're coming off a loss. The Knicks are red hot.
They needed it. The Suns needed that. And they're really like them and the Jazz for the 1 seed, although in the West, it's like, what
Suns could get the 1 seed, which is crazy.
They could, but it's like, I think a lot of people don't even know what they want. Like, it's so up in the air because like, where do the Lakers end up? You know what I mean?
Is Monty in the discussion though now for Coach of the Year? I think you got to put him there.
Certainly in the discussion, yeah. And it really depends on how. I gotta restart to install Windows updates. It would be so funny if we just lost the podcast because my fucking computer restarted. I'm just gonna hit snooze on this. Make sure we don't lose the whole podcast.
I don't think I ever have done an update. I think I'm always annoyed. I'm like, leave me. I'm always like, leave me alone.
I usually do them because I'm on a big fucking Windows like set. When the pandemic started, I was like, I just had a feeling we were gonna be here for a while, so I was like, let me buy a huge like fucking gaming PC that like has a lot of fucking shit. So I feel like I have to update it every once in a while. But I think what's going to happen with a lot of these awards is just like everything is going to come down to the wire. And it's really going to like Tibbs is certainly in the discussion. But right now the Knicks are sitting at number 4. And look, I want to believe that we can stay there. But at the same time, like we said, here's our final games. We got Bulls, obviously winnable. We're going to be there. We're going to be there in person. You got Rockets, very winnable. Grizzlies, toss-up game. They've been playing hard. Nuggets, that's a tough game. Suns again, tough game. Clippers, Lakers with probably LeBron back. That's the 11th, May 11th. And you got to think the Lakers are going to be trying to make up some games that they lost. Spurs, winnable, but not super easy. And then we end the season at the Hornets and Celtics that could both really need those games for their seeding. So we have like a tough, we got the Bulls and the Rockets, but after that, we end the season with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight games where the other team is either really good or playing for something or both. So it's tough.
It's tough. It's
but if
we fix it,
having said that,
4 seed, I think Tibbs is Coach of the Year.
That's what I'm saying. If they end up with this fucking 10. If they end up with like a winning record in this 10, the final 10 games and they stay at the 4 seed or, knock on wood somehow. I mean, they're not going to get to the 3 seed. You're right. If they stay at the 4 seed, I think Tibbs is very strong Coach of the Year. But at the same time, if the Suns get the 1 seed and like don't really lose any fucking games, and how do you not give it to Monty? Because it's like 2 years ago, this team was, I think, had the worst record, right? Like,
They were bad, and last year they weren't even in the playoffs, so give them that. However, you bring in Chris Paul, who's a huge help. Like on paper, we had them at like a 4 or 5 seed at the beginning of the year. A lot of people had the Knicks dead last, so you got to factor that in. Jazz are in the conversation.
Dead last.
ESPN did.
Really? I didn't know that.
I
had them
fucking last. I was
to
furious.
troll you, but what I actually thought was that they would be like, I thought the Knicks were going to be like looking at the fucking 10 seed to get into the play-in. You know what I mean? Like, but still, any way you slice it, the jump between expectations is high, and that usually helps, right? Like usually for Coach of the Year, it helps to have lower expectations. Exactly.
He changed an entire fucking. I know people hate when I use the word, but he changed the culture. And Julius,
and it was a very losing fucking culture. And not only did he do it, but it's not like there was no real You're right. The fact that there was no changeover in the roster that you could point to. These are the same guys, and they're playing, and they have one of the best defenses in the fucking league now. And
that's my argument is that he really changed, and like he spoke to Julius in a way that, like, I know Julius did his own thing with the workouts and stuff, but like he really brought out the best in a lot of guys. We question the Derrick Rose trade. It's been great.
Trade.
He seems to know what he's doing, and the only other guys I think are in the conversation, obviously, got to throw Quinn Snyder some love. You got to throw Doc Rivers some love, obviously, with what they're doing, and you got to throw. I don't think he's going to get it, but you got to mention Steve Nash. I mean, those guys have not played much together, and they're still balling out.
That is what's crazy about this Nets season is that, like, all like. It is shocking that right now, as we record this podcast, it's what is it, Tuesday at fucking noon or whatever. The Nets are number 1 in the fucking East. They have 41 wins. Only the Clippers, Suns, and Jazz have more wins than them, and their 3 guys have been out so much, and they're not a team with depth. So it's like the fact that they're doing this is really very, very impressive on Steve Nash's behalf. And it's like, it's something that you're right. He's kind of gotten lost in the shuffle because of all the talent, but it's like the talent hasn't really been there. Now
they haven't played.
They haven't played that much.
Do any of them make all NBA?
They had that Harden streak.
Harden makes all NBA, but has Kyrie or Durant played enough to make it? Probably not.
I don't know. I mean, you hear people talk, because the all NBA discussions have started on like the big podcasts and everything. And a lot, I've heard different arguments. I think some people are like, look, this is such a weird season that like sometimes like you can't really penalize guys because of how truncated everything is and all the COVID stuff. And I think some people are going to be more lenient when it comes to injuries. But I also think at the same time, it's weird to penalize the guys who didn't get hurt. You know what I mean? Like I think that's that's at the crux of Jokic's MVP case. That's at the crux of Julius's all NBA case, and it's like you can't penalize those guys, but some people are like, bro, come on, clearly the best players in the league are LeBron, Durant, whatever you want to say, but it's like at the same time you just have to play the games. I think LeBron probably will get, if he comes back, he probably will get at least 3rd team. That's what they did.
No, LeBron is 1st team, I think, just based on what he did right before he got injured. He was MVP.
He hasn't played for so long. I think it drops him down at least a team or 2. I think Giannis and
I think based
Kawhi,
on being LeBron, he's gonna make it.
I think Giannis and Kawhi are gonna be 1st team forwards, honestly. And honestly, dude, I know that now I'm really gonna get your dick hard. I think Julius has a case for 1st team forward, even if we're talking about because of games played. I'm serious, bro. I know it's crazy.
I'm listening, brother.
I think ultimately Kawhi gets it, but it's like, and Paul George has been balling the last like month. He's been really fucking good.
Been incredible. The Clippers are going to be a tough out.
So I think it really depends. Now, look, if we're talking about who played the most games, and because it's the other thing, Julius, you look at his numbers, it's like part of my skepticism with the Julius All NBA thing was Durant was supposed to come back. He's just stayed injured. A lot of guys have just been really injured, and I didn't see that coming. I thought people would be back. But the other thing is, I also thought there'd be a drop off in Julius's numbers, right? Like I thought it was like it was like reasonable to expect that he wasn't going to keep this up the entire season. If it's like keeping these numbers up the whole season, you're in contention for first team for real. I mean,
24, 10, and 6 on a winning team is in contention for
exactly,
sure.
exactly. And the higher the Knicks finish, the higher it goes. So
I will say, like, that's another thing John kept saying to me. He's like, dude, the Knicks are getting hot at the right time. No one wants to play a team that's getting hot right now because of their confidence. I will tell you a team that's getting kind of cold right now for me that worries me. I always cheer for Portland because I just love Dame.
Yeah.
I love CJ. I do like Melo. You fucking
yeah, I know.
troll me with it, but I love Melo and I love Norman Powell. I think they're just a fun team. Cantor, all those guys, Nurkic are a fun team. And they're fallen to 7. This team, I don't know. Maybe I like them because it's always a fucking fight, and that's what it feels like to be a Knicks fan.
Yeah,
but it is not going to be easy. I mean,
I agree
they're a
with you.
7 seed. Although
I would
that
say
would
this.
be an amazing first round series, the Suns and the fucking Blazers.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you. They're on a 5-game losing streak, and I think they need a little pep in their step. I think what they need to do is smoke some high quality CBD from our friends over at cushydreams.com. Because right now they're a little lethargic. They seem like they can't get together. They seem like maybe they're a little anxious because, we've lost 5 in a row. We've dropped into the play-in tournament. The Mavs have been on a tear recently. They've got, they've surpassed us. They're probably too worried and they probably don't have energy. What I would suggest doing is smoking a little bit of hustle. And whether that's a pre-roll, whether you're a pre-roll guy, which I think probably I could see, Yusuf Nurkic definitely being a pre-roll guy reminds him of the cigarettes that he grew up smoking in Eastern Europe. Or if you're a tin guy, if you want the flower to put into your own device, probably CJ McCollum's one of those guys. I could see him smoking out of a little bubbler, having a nice time.
Yeah. I think Dame is a joint guy.
I think Dame's probably a joint guy.
He's classic.
And so, but you know what? He's not as big a guy as Nurkic. Nurkic is probably smoking the whole grams. Dame is probably enjoying some of the high quality premium line of half-gram joints that come in little five packs, which those are my absolute favorite. I love those. And I personally love smoking those. And I suggest it for our friends over in Portland because I know the wonders it's done for me in my life, Cushy Dreams. So if you're
I had some before bed last night, I had some dream.
It's the best.
You know what I dreamed of?
What's that?
King Julius holding up an NBA trophy, just like this.
And he was fully nude. Fully nude. You're oiling up his body.
I wake up like, oh, just trying to get it back.
So
I just picture quickly doing the Kyrie on Steph Curry for the championship.
Yeah, hell yeah, that would be awesome. Right in his eye.
Quickly is fucking balling, baby.
I love him. Manuel Quickly is Maryland roots. So I got you know what? Maybe I get a Quickly jersey. I love RJ too. I have to decide.
That's a tough one.
That's a real tough one because he's got his mom played at Morgan State. His mom played at the college that I was an intern for their NPR station when I was in college. I also played football on the Morgan State stadium. When I went to Poly. And we would play big games against other big schools, other Baltimore City high schools at Morgan State. So I have a connection. I might have to. I love RJ too. It might have to be Quickly, but you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna smoke a full. Oh, fuck. You good, bro?
Cramp.
Oh, Sam cramped up doing an ad read. That's how you know you're out of fucking shape.
All right. I'm okay.
He's gonna play through the pain. He's gonna smoke some Cushy Dreams. And he's gonna play through it. I'm gonna smoke some Cushy Dreams and really ponder which jersey I want to buy.
That's a tough call. I'm going Julius for sure.
It's a tough call. It's a tough call. I don't know which one to do, but I have a feeling if I meditate and I smoke enough Cushy Dreams, the answer will come to me in a dream. So if you want to be like me, you want to be like the slumping Portland Trailblazers that need a little fucking Cushy Dreams, go to cushydreams.com. That's KUSHY dreams.com. Use promo code PODDON'T. That's PODDONT, and you'll get 20% off your next order. Anyway, Sammy, yeah, you're right, buddy. The Blazers are looking tough. It's not looking good for the fellas over there.
It's weird. 2 teams that made big moves. It's not really helped yet. And I'm talking about the Blazers with the Powell move and the Bulls, who I just thought would be much better with Vucevic. It's a little weird.
I think the Bulls thing is they had there's I think in both cases it's a little bit about the schedule, especially for the Blazers. I think the Bulls, you changed a lot of what you were doing, right? So there was going to be some adjustment, and then Levine goes into the protocol, the health and safety protocol, so that fucks them. But with the Blazers, I think it's just a matter of, it's a couple things where, look, they were I know they got their guys back, but Dame was playing fucking supernova Dame. He was winning every close game. And it's not like, these games they're losing are close games. You know what I mean?
Is Levine out tomorrow for the game?
I actually don't know. We should
I think he is.
That's brutal. I wanted to watch him fucking play. That sucks. Yeah, if you're the Bulls now, do you just fucking tank? Like, do you try and keep, because it's top 4 protected. So do you want to get your pick in the top 4 instead of losing it? Because they lose it to the Magic if it's not top 4. That was that's part of the trade. I think you might need to tank. I mean, you know what? They might not have a choice. We talked about how hard the Knicks schedule is. The Bulls don't play a single team with a losing record the rest of the way, I don't think.
Wow.
I think let me look at their schedule. The remaining, yeah, they play us, and then the Bucks, the Hawks, the Sixers, the Hornets, the Celtics, the Pistons is the only easy game. The Nets twice, the Raptors, and the Bucks. So maybe the Raptors, maybe the Bucks if they have nothing to play for, but tough schedule.
The Raptors fight though. I know they're not a winning team, but they fight. I mean, they've got. I mean, you still got Kyle Lowry and Van Vliet and guys who play fucking hard, and Anunoby and
yeah,
Siakam is still a good player, man. I know he's having, he's not having an amazing year, but he still has good numbers.
Yeah,
he still plays well.
I am not worried about Siakam until they play a full year in Toronto. Like, that's the thing.
I still think he's a very good player.
It's like you can't kill these guys, because what the Raptors have been through is the bubble, which, look, we can't, how people some people had the best seasons of their, some people probably will never play as well as they played in the bubble, but some people struggled incredibly, Paul George, Siakam, and then most of those guys got to go back home and have some semblance of normalcy, even though it's been a fucking weird year on a compressed schedule and everything. The Raptors didn't. The Raptors had to fucking stay in. They had to stay in fucking Tampa. They have to be in America, and not just America, fucking Tampa. Brutal. Yeah. You go from a fucking cosmopolitan, like most international city, one of the most international cities in the world, in Toronto, and then you're in fucking Tampa. That's a tough drop off, brother.
I've had great times in Tampa, but it's hey,
I made out with a 65-year-old woman in Tampa. I know what it has to offer. Yeah, I made out with her on the bench outside of Side Splitters. I think I've told this story before. She was a weird,
romantic.
It was very romantic. And then I went home, and then I went to the Holiday Inn, and I walked across the street to, I think it's Tampa Joe's Pizza, and I got
fancy. Yeah, I've been there.
Pizza and wings, and just fucking ate it alone in my fucking in my Holiday Inn.
You know what? This is worst ways to spend a night.
There's worse ways. But anyway, listen, it's fun for a weekend. I have a nice time when I'm in Tampa, and I'm going to be there later this fall. If I had to be there for a year, if you told me I couldn't do stand up in New York for a year, I had to just do it in Tampa. That's what the fucking Raptors are up against. That seems I would not want to do that. I wouldn't want to relocate to Tampa for a year. I'll put it that way. So it's like what they've been up against. It's like, it might be worth 10 wins. You know what I mean? Like and it's like away from their families mentally, who knows what it does to you. And I'm really hoping that, the Raptors get to go back home, because the other thing is Canada's not really fucking vaccinating, motherfucker. They're not handling it that well.
It's so weird. They do the vaccines like 3 months apart. It's very strange.
I don't understand what the fuck's going on over there. So
yeah,
hopefully, because the other thing is this truncated season, next season's going to start on time. Next season's going to start in October. That means preseason starts in fucking September. It's fucking May, dude. It's about to be May. That's not that much time for in the grand scheme of things for shit to get back to normal. I just hope for the Raptors' sake they get to go back, because I don't know, will international travel will the borders be open by September, by October? It's a toss up. So I'm hoping for them that it is, because it's clearly fucking run amok on this franchise.
Yeah.
And if it's not, that's also a factor in how their franchise goes. Cause it's like, if I'm Kyle Lowry and I have to spend another year in Tampa, or maybe they move them further up. I don't know.
No, Lowry's out. He's leaving, I think.
Well, either way, it's just like but also if you're Masai, if you're Masai, you're a free agent.
I could see Kyle Lowry doing like a year with. Dude, I would love him in New York, as I've said.
Yeah.
But I could see him like maybe taking a little less money going to Philly. It's his home. Home.
Yeah. It would be great if
that's
he
where he's
came to
from.
New York, though, wouldn't it?
He'd be a fun point guard for this team because he could shoot. He plays D.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. I feel bad for the Raptors, but I don't know what the fuck we were talking about before.
Lowry would be a fan favorite too. He's definitely like got
100%.
that vibe.
100%. Anyway, so we'll see. Knicks schedule. It's going to be interesting. But you know what's cool is like the fucking playing tournament's coming up, baby. The regular season ends, I think, like May. The Knicks
Can't
last
believe
game
the
is May
Blazers
16th.
might be in the play-in tournament. I feel bad for him.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah, it's tough because they've been on a 5-game losing streak. They've lost some close ones, and the Warriors have been pretty hot with. I mean, once Wiseman goes away, it's like I think the Pelicans are basically out of it. They had a big win over the Clippers last night, but they're still,
The Warriors have to get pretty cold for the Pelicans to come back, and I don't see it happening. The Spurs are
so it's
the
like
Warriors are the 10 seed right now, so it would be Warriors Spurs, right? And it would be Warriors Grizzlies.
It would be Blazers Grizzlies. Whoever wins is the 7th seed. Whoever loses plays the winner of Spurs Warriors.
Got it.
So if I'm the Blazers, it's like, that's a tough. You're not guaranteed to win either of those games. You know what I mean? Like they're not the overwhelming favorite in either of those games. The Grizz have been playing pretty good, and Ja, dude, I was watching that game. He had an insane finish. It's just like I know he's a more. That's the thing, man. When I say he's a better, more like technical player than Iverson, I'm not saying Iverson's bad. Iverson's my favorite player. But I'm just saying it's like an evolutionary thing where the game just keeps growing. But it's like in terms of the spirit of Iverson, where it's like relentless, take it to the rim. It's like he's got that. Plus he's got like some Kyrie finesse acrobatics to him. Plus he's got some fucking yam it on you like athletics too. So it's like I just fucking love. He had an insane finish over the Nuggets, even though they lost that game. But I just love watching. Next year we got to pick losing teams to be for our battle for. We need to because I don't want to root against the Knicks anymore, right?
All right, so we'll just take random teams.
We need to pick like
similarly matched up,
lower team. You know what I mean? Like so that we get to like kind of It's
really nice that the Knicks are like we don't shine shoes no more, motherfucker.
That's right.
We're out of the battle for state contention, and I'm loving every minute of it.
That's right, brother. Anyway, let's wrap up here. Let's do a maybe you do one mailbag. What do you say?
Let's do it.
End it. I like this one. This is from Robert Flagler. Would a reunified Yugoslavia basketball team beat Team USA for the gold medal in the Olympics? I love that. So Yugoslavia is it's
Petrovic.
No. We're talking right now. Like if you reunite them, so it's like
I thought you meant
Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, the big one. Where's Luka? Where's Luka from? Is he Serbian? No, it's there's another one that I'm forgetting.
Jokic is Serbian. Bogdanovic is Serbian. Boban is Serbian.
Yeah. So okay, so just let's start with Serbia, right? You've got fucking Bogdanovic, Bjelica. You've got Jokic, that right, and Boban. That's fucking. Those are NBA players. Then you also have who's the team cap? Then you have they have. Then they have like. I mean, these are. I'm looking at their team. They have a lot of 7-footers. This team has fucking size.
They got my man. Croatia's got my man Mario Hezonja.
Yes, Croatia's got Hezonja.
Dario Saric is a good player. A lot of big guys though.
Yeah, well then you have fucking
Zubac and these are all big guys.
So then Slovenia is Luka, right? And then you got Luka, Goran Dragic, Bino Udry. you got some fucking
I love
guards,
Bino.
bro.
Bino is an ex-Knick.
So dude, that's fucking Luka. So Luka
Jokic and Jokic is a problem.
Luka, Jokic, Dragic. If the Olympics are this year, right? Dragic one last time. You got your starting guards are Luka and Dragic. You got Jokic, You got fucking who's our guy from the Suns? That's also
Saric.
so you got Saric. That's a good starting five, dude. That's a real.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you have Bogdanov. You got the Bogdanoviches too.
Yeah, for
You got
sure.
you got Bogey. You got fucking. Oh my god, dude, that's a fucking good team. You
That'd be
got
tough.
Bogey, and who's the other Bogdanovich on fucking the Jazz?
Bogdan.
Bogey, yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Bogdan and what's the fucking
Bohan.
yeah, Bojan and Bogdan. Dude, that's a really fucking good team. And honestly, I would love to see that game. That's a
It,
fucking good game.
building around. I mean, but we're talking if we okay, but are we talking about the team that played or who we could play? So say we could play fucking LeBron,
Nah, dude,
KD.
it's who plays though, because these Europeans are coming out for these games, and it means a lot to them. So
So
it's
who do you
like
think? So who's our lineup?
I don't even fucking know. Let's see who
If our
played the
best
last.
players play, sure, but if they don't, then yeah, they'll be
Even if it's our best players, LeBron ain't playing. You know what I mean? Hurt Kevin Durant isn't playing. Is Steph Curry playing?
Probably not. Is Harden playing? Probably not.
Probably not. Like,
Is
whew,
Kyrie playing?
I don't know. Like, if this team definitely beats the team that came in fucking 10th place. It was all Celtics and fucking
Who's
Donovan
our
Mitchell.
big man? Who plays center?
Probably
for-
Bam.
All right.
Bam's good. Yeah, that's an interesting one. We'd have to. Okay, you know what? So we're gonna. This is a very good question. Shouts out to Robert Flagler. We're gonna fucking put together. We're gonna find the actual Team USA roster, and we're gonna go check it out on our Patreon. And in fact, that's another thing we should keep you guys in abreast of. So the mailbag came from the Patreon. Sign up for the Patreon, and also, just if you're a regular, listen, you don't got to be a Patreon motherfucker for this, but a little tease, we're doing some fucking merch. We got listen, the battle for steak is over. So we've instituted the battle for merch. Sam has designed a t-shirt. I have designed a t-shirt. We've got a beautiful artist that fucking made our vision come to life.
Young Herzog.
Young Hersey. You're going to love what this motherfucker came up with. And you get to pick whose shirt do you want? Do you want Sam hitting a boring fucking fadeaway shot?
A turnaround fadeaway, like one of the greats.
Or do you want a rippled and muscled Stavros Halkias dunking over Sam as he cowers in fear?
Mine has me shouting King Julius as I drain a jumper in Stav's eye, like the king.
So
I'd be pushing this. This is a hard time for me to push Stav because my special I Got This got nominated for a Webby Award, and I have to push that as well.
Ooh, I love that, dude.
So yeah, help me take down.
So you're making excuses already, huh?
No. I'm saying I have to double dip.
Yeah.
But just like King Julius, I will come ready and come hard.
You're playing more promotional minutes than me. I'm playing 30 promotional minutes a game. You're over there at 44. But yeah, vote for Sam's Webby. That's huge. Trevor Noah, huh? Yeah, that guy could really use the fucking bump.
Yeah, he just got a $25 million LA mansion, so it's cool to be against a guy who's struggling.
Well, listen, when you're providing really, really good ass motherfucking satire like that, you deserve every fucking penny. Does anyone watch the fucking Daily Show anymore?
But yeah, if it was
some of the segments are good. I love
Comedy
Roy
Central.
Wood.
Yeah, and Ronnie Chang is great.
Ronnie's great. Yeah.
I mean, Trevor's good. It's just no one. It's Comedy Central, man. It's like no one watches TV.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, the point is, go vote for Sam's Webby and keep an eye out for the pre-sale will be going up. We'll be doing a limited merch drop. You'll have a 3-day window, so keep an eye out, peeled for when you can sign up. If you're a Patreon subscriber, if you're one of the Hard Dick 1300, and we salute you and we love you so much, we're up to 1330. We're the Hard Dick 13, I believe 34. The Hard Dick 1344. Thank you very much. If you're one of the Hard Dick 1344, you will have access to the merch first dibs on this Friday when the next Patreon drops. So that's a little teaser for everyone. And listen, even if you don't want to, they probably won't sell out by the time the Patreon gets there. There will be some left over. Just make sure to sign up for the drop. Anyway, folks, we love you. Thanks for listening. That's going to do it for us. Me and Sam will be reporting back from MSG on Wednesday. We will be watching the Knicks start the next 10-game win streak. You know what? We lost this one. We're gonna end the season on a 10-game win streak on a West Coast road trip.
I'm fucking fired up for tomorrow night, brother. I can't
wait.
Big.
It's gonna
Go
be awesome.
Knicks. And see me in Cleveland this weekend too. I'm at Hilarities.
Oh yeah,
come out, dude.
Friday
through Sunday.
I will be
Stav and I will be posting pictures from that game as well.
Oh, I can't wait. And I'll be at Hilarities at some point in the future. I gotta fucking do all my promos.
I ran into someone last night at the cellar who's like, "Where's Stavros?" I was like, "He's doing shows. You got to see him." He's like, he doesn't answer my DMs. I'm like, well, I bet he gets a lot of DMs about shows and stuff. But
yeah,
you're posting them, right?
I'm posting them, baby. Yeah, more shows are coming up in Brooklyn and New York. I'm working on my hour, and I'll be out there. I'll be out and about soon.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'll be doing more shows and stuff soon. Just like on the weekends in New York. But I'm having a lot. I'm doing the weekend. I'm doing the fucking the backyard and the fucking rooftop thing, Sam. I stole that from you. It's a nice.
I love it, man.
It's a nice way to work on your hour. Just like
Isn't
show
it's
up.
Fun too. It's
fun. Yeah.
It's like
So
guerrilla style comedy.
Yeah. So anyway, folks, thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.